Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. Today you have the Rhino. We'll be looking at a beer from Beau's that came in the January edition of the brew box. Now, I posted my unboxing video today because today is the 19th of January, and already I had somebody, Why would you bitch about the Beau's being in there with the Beau's coming out in February? Basically, it's like this. The brew box has a bunch of breweries that it uses, that it has as partners. Now, February 1st, the brew box will be mailing out its new Beau's Club. So you could do the Beau's Club for just the Greener Future beers, or the Steve's Private Reserve that comes with a whole bunch of different beers, including the flippin' Greener Futures beer. Now, this comes out again. It'll be mailed out at the very beginning of the month. Anyone that signed up will probably see it. Probably. I'm saying a lot of probablys. Anyone that signed up will most likely see it by the 5th or 6th of the month. You usually get it in that first week. Now, the brew box, the normal brew box, the Discovery box, usually comes out in the first week of the month as well. So if this had come on the 4th or 5th of January, like it normally would have, wasn't for the holidays and for their packaging delay, they ran out of packaging materials, then I probably wouldn't have said anything because it wouldn't have made any qualms in my mind. However, when 13 days from now, I will have a potential to see the Steve's Private Reserve box on my doorstep. It kind of gets a little weird if you get a Beau's box, like 2 Beau's beers, in that box when the Private Reserve is coming out in 13 days. That's all it was about. And today we will be drinking the one beer that I didn't have from Beau's that was in that pack, which is their Black Forest IPA, which is a cherry black IPA. So here is the Black Forest IPA label. Pretty dang cool. What do we have back here? Beau's Black Forest IPA. Local spring water, organic barley malts, organic cherries, organic hops, brewer's yeast. What do we have also? Packaged on the 1st of December of 2015. So we're looking at about... there's 31 days, so we're looking at about 31, 40, we're looking at about a 50-day-old beer here. Not that bad. That cap has to be saved to go in the fridge. The rest of those are okay to get thrown in either my bucket or my recycling. I keep some both because people ask me for caps, and I do try to do some crafts with my caps. Doesn't always work out, but I try. Okay. That is... Oh my god, I was going to say that's black because it is a black IPA, but it's probably looking black on the camera there, but up here with the fluorescence going through it, it is a deep ruby red. It's beautiful. It really is. Nice brown head, 2 fingers, huge head on the Cayman kettle glass. No snap, crackle, pop at all. It doesn't look to be much, there's a couple bubbles popping in there, not much though. That head's gonna stick around. Smell? Not really anything out of the glass. Yeah, nothing. Oh golly dang it, that smells good. Oh, and this is 7% alcohol. I did forget to mention that, so I do apologize. I normally do mention it right at the beginning. I apologize. I got on my Beau story, and it just went from there. Chocolate and cherries. It actually has like that. What is it called? Is it a? Is it a cherry? No, not a cherry blossom, that's the candy. A cherry blaster, that's it, a cherry blaster. It came in a yellow box and it was chocolate with maraschino cherry inside with the maraschino cherry syrup on it. This actually kind of smells like a cherry blaster. Or is it cherry blossom? Oh, fuck, I can't remember now. Which one is it? One of them is the candy. I think the candy might actually be the cherry blaster, and the cherry blossom is what I'm trying to think of. One of them is the chocolate, and one of them is the candy with the tongue-destroying sugar all over it. But yeah, it has chocolate and cherry, and it reminds me of the chocolate. I'm actually surprised I'm not smelling anything else. I expected, because it's a black IPA, to get some roast or to get some coffee or something like that. But no, I'm not getting that. Let's try the beer. Cheers. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know if I like the taste or the smell better. Neither is bad, neither is great. The taste actually has a lot of roast on it. There is a lot of roast on the taste. I expected from the description that came with the brew box, because what do we have here? When they're describing the Black Forest IPA, it says a cake in a glass, a German-influenced American beer style, dry hopped with Simcoe for piney and spicy notes, dark cherry and cocoa flavor sweeten the herbal bitterness, while 4 organic malt varieties add depth and earthiness to this one-of-a-kind creation. So I was expecting an actual, almost like Black Forest cake with a little bit of pine. What I'm getting is not that. There is, like I said, a lot of residual roastiness and bitterness on that roastiness right at the back, right on the bottom of the tongue, going all the way back to the back of the throat. It's there, and that roastiness almost goes all the way up to like a almost like cigarette ashes. I remember one of my girlfriends used to smoke, and she would always be like, "No, I don't smoke," and whenever we'd make out, it would taste like I licked the bottom of an ashtray. And before anyone says it, yeah, I have licked the bottom of an ashtray in the past, because I am kind of stupid. I've also done a very offensive shot called a Dirty Mexican Asshole, which, when you could smoke in bars, was you would take the cigarette butts out of the ashtray, and you would leave the ashes in it, and you would pour a shot of tequila in it, and you would drink the... Yeah, it was a stupid thing. When I was a bouncer, we would do that. And yeah, so I know that taste, that ash taste, and that's there. I am getting chocolate. I am getting a lot of chocolate up at the forefront. I am getting a nice cherry, a nice dark cherry taste as well. But that taste of ash is just overtaking the back of it for me. And I'm sorry, I do get a lot of trolling with the exact same things. So before I hear, "Why aren't your eyes open?" Well, first off, I'm albino, so my eyes don't open all the way anyway because of photosensitivity. Second, I'm sitting under a fucking fluorescent light, so my eyes close even more. So fuck off. Thank you. Continue. Yeah, nice chocolate. Nice cherry. The Simcoe pops out. I'm getting more citrus than piney resin from the Simcoe. And then I get deep dark roast and cigarette ash. I love everything up until the deep dark roast and cigarette ash. I actually love that. And this is a 7% alcohol beer that I would not be able to tell is a 7% alcohol beer. That deep dark roast and that cigarette ash is hiding it very well. I like it and I hate it at the same time. And I mean, that is part of the territory on some of these beers that I've been having lately. I'll really like them and I'll really hate them at the exact same time. I don't know which side of the coin that I really should be on. For this, I do believe that I'm going to continue at the middle. Beau's makes some great beers. Beau's makes some okay beers. Beau's makes some meh beers. and Beau's makes some beers I don't really like. And that is the case with a lot of breweries. Beau's is still one of my favorite breweries in Ontario. They consistently make new styles, but they are sort of, in my mind, becoming the new Mill Street, where a lot of the beers are made for the mainstream. Can I fault them on that? No, I can't fault them on that. I just can say whether or not I really love the beer I'm having. Do I love this beer? No. Do I love the fact that thanks to the brew box I've had the opportunity to try it? Yes. Do I like the beer? Yes. Would I recommend the beer? Probably. Yeah, you know the taste. Medium bodied. That cigarette ash does linger a little too long. If that ashiness didn't linger as long on my palate, I would love this beer. Because I love the chocolate taste, I love the cherry taste. I don't mind the slight pine taste I get, and I don't mind the citrus taste I get. I don't actually mind the roast either. It's once that like ashy finish hits that I'm not happy. And yeah, because of that, I'm going to give it a 6.75 out of 10. If that ash was toned down to a point that I could accept myself personally, this would probably be worth like a 7.75 or an 8 for me, because I do enjoy it, especially the fact that it's 7% alcohol and you would not know it. It is a nice beer. It's a nice beer to try. It's just not a beer that I enjoy all that much. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Au revoir, a bientôt. See you soon. Bye-bye. It was great talking to you. Get the fuck out.